Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of air, had to think, for the weekend of September 11th through the 13th, 2020. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you guys are wanting to place an order for a reading, be sure to just check the description box for ways to reach me. But payments and orders are collected on Friday for the video and email readings. All right, so we have here central issue, heart of the matter, as the Chariot, the Lovers, the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Page of Swords, the Hanged Man, the Hermit, the Hierophant, and the Five of Wands. All right, so this weekend, I feel like you guys are deciding to do what's best for you. It looks like you may have been torn, or something that's like a split decision. Maybe you were feeling pulled in two different directions. But I feel like ultimately you just say you have to drown out that noise and focus on what is best for you. You also may be having to set boundaries with people, or someone in particular. Either way, I feel like you are coming out as the victor. I feel that you will overcome any type of obstacles that are in front of you. In fact, it looks like you may be ready to go to war for somebody or for something that you want. You're willing to fight for it. Or someone might be willing to fight for you in a romantic situation. But it doesn't matter. It looks like you're ready for war. I feel that you are coming off maybe guarded or defensive, and you're just kind of prepared for someone to say the wrong thing, someone to try and stop you, someone to try and do. It's like you are ready. Maybe you've got your ammo, maybe you've done your research, but you are standing your ground with something that you want, person, place, or thing. I feel like you would be the one to challenge authorities, or let's say for instance, you filled out an application for something and they started questioning you about some things and were talking crazy, like, oh, well, we don't know, you might need to prove this and that. And you might be like, really, where does it say? Show me the section in a clause where it says this, that, and the other. So it's like you might be challenging someone who is trying to challenge you, but I feel like you are the one that comes out successful. Because you are really believing in whatever it is that you're going towards. Now, yeah, in a love situation, it does look like maybe you were conflicted or torn. Maybe if you were already in a relationship, something happens where maybe you make a connection with someone and now you're torn, or you feel like, okay, I need to make a decision. Maybe you are in a relationship and your partner is telling you you need to make a decision, or someone's giving you an ultimatum. I feel either way that you are making some sort of executive decision. Now I'm seeing a couple of things. I almost feel like maybe someone needs help, or it's like someone is needing to be rescued or saved. And even with the whole Christ symbolism, and sacrifices. So I feel like something's going on where someone feels like they need to be saved. I don't know. Maybe someone's challenging you in regards to your spiritual beliefs, or maybe you yourself are just challenged and you're like, what? You read something, doesn't agree with your spiritual beliefs or the direction that you were in. Something gets halted, and I feel like you kind of go and start doing your research to figure out or to have a better understanding of something spiritually. Now, also, I was getting here that something might be delayed. If you have plans to take a trip this weekend, I feel like something's being delayed or blocked. Maybe officials are trying to, stop you. Maybe you've got something in your luggage that can't go. Maybe you are saying, maybe they're telling you to wear a mask, and you're like, but my doctor says I don't need one. Something's going on where you are maybe challenging authorities. Spiritually, you might be challenging someone on their spiritual beliefs, or they're challenging you and you're standing up for it. I feel, though, that there is a need to see something from a different perspective before moving forward. Before you think, or before you say something, think about it. Or you might say something and then say, wait a minute, let me go get that information before I give a final answer. So I feel like you're needing to come to some sort of realization or have some sort of understanding before you continue with the path that you were on, because it looks like something was happening where you were moving in this direction and you had to stop and think. Especially spiritually, I see you guys maybe looking at astrology or looking at occult knowledge. I feel like you're re-examining your spiritual values or your spiritual beliefs or practices. Something also in regards to maybe your family traditions and values, like you might be questioning that or doing some sort of research in regards to that. You might be trying to find out some sort of information in regards to your family history as well, like what you were taught, or maybe you're discovering something about your family or something that runs in a family that you weren't aware of. I feel like you're learning something new. Or it's like you're learning something. You're going to learn a day. It's kind of like that phrase, I'm healing. You're going to learn a day. So I feel like you guys are, maybe you're even challenging yourself. If it's no one specific trying to challenge you, you're trying to challenge yourself or better yourself on your own. I also see you guys doing some sort of research in regards to relationships and twin flames. And maybe there's almost like a discussion or a lecture about this, which is funny because I have thought about doing some sort of brief talking on the subject matter. But I feel like you guys are maybe doing some sort of studying or researching in regards to twin flames, or you're seeing twin flames in a different light. Maybe you're learning that everybody is a flame, or that you have multiple flames, and you're like, what? This changes my whole perspective, or this changes everything. Maybe you thought someone was your twin flame and they weren't. And you're like, damn, like, now I thought that person was my twin flame, but now I see that they weren't. Like, something's going on where, specifically those of you that are trying to study about soulmates, twin flames, kindred spirits, all the labels, I feel like you're learning something new about it. You might be trying to explain that or express it to people, and I feel like people also might be challenging you, or there's some sort of conflict or frustration in regards to that. And then anytime, like, it's so funny to me too, when a Hermit and a Hierophant come out back to back, it looks like when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So you may have been getting spiritually prepared for your next spiritual lesson, whether it is coming through a romantic interest or a job. Something's happening where I feel like you've been prepared for this. No hesitation. Now, also in regards to career, I see you going in for an interview, or you are asking for a promotion, or you're having to fight for it. You can't just be quiet. I feel like if you're quiet, you'll get passed up on some sort of opportunity. So you have to put yourself out there, even if it's uncomfortable for you. Excuse me. So those of you that want a promotion, a raise, a job transfer, you have to speak up. Matter of fact, I feel like maybe you felt like you spoke up about it. You didn't do it the right way. Like, you know, you really need to speak up. Maybe you need to even go over somebody. I always give this example, like how I did that, where it was talks that there was an open position. And there were people on my team that were all like, I want to do it, or, you know, thinking about, well, I wish I've been on this team for so many years. They sure enough, they should be coming to me. I'm thinking in my head, like, I only been on this team for a couple of months. I'm going directly to I don't care. I'm not waiting for anybody. And that's what I did. I just like went over everybody, even, some manager, or I forgot, I guess he was like the team lead or something. And I told him that I wanted this position. He didn't think I was ready for it or whatever. I went right over him. I found out, asked questions, found out who was over him, and I went directly to them. They said I was ready. So, you know, I took the position, and people were like, how did you get that position? I spoke up about it, you know. So it's like you have to be more assertive in regards to something that you're wanting, but especially in regards to career. If you are also wanting to work for yourself, if this has something to do about your self-employed, like you're self-employed, and this is talking about your business, like there is something that you're needing to do. You might need to step outside of your comfort zone. Spirit might be trying to get you to do something that you're not really comfortable doing. Ew, this makes me think of teaching too. I know y'all be wanting me to teach the tarot, and I keep taking breaks. I keep taking breaks, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I don't know if I'm ready. Okay, but I'm sorry, but I have to use myself as examples to give you guys examples or clarity of what I'm picking up or what I'm tapping into. So I feel like something is saying that you're ready, but it's like you're not. You might feel uncomfortable about it. Now also, I was getting something in regards to love related. Like I see something that is like a spiritual or divine union. Something has already been established in the spiritual realm. I feel like you guys have already taken some sort of oath or promise together to work together in this realm, but it maybe has not yet manifested. And I feel like now the time is coming for that. So this looks like a marriage that's already taken place spiritually. Also, your views on traditional marriage, maybe you're needing to view that differently. Not try to put yourself in a box, like spirit might be trying to push you outside of a box. Maybe you, in your mind, you're like, this is how relationships go. This is how spiritual couples work. And this is that, and the other. And it's just like, no, you need to change your way of thinking. Like that works for some, but not everybody. So, you know, it's not the same formula for everyone. You know, this is someone that maybe is trying to make the same formula work for everyone, and it just doesn't. Someone is having to do something a little bit different or outside of the box. I see you also doing a lot of self-healing or self-diagnosis this weekend. So I feel like you are all about discovering things on your own. You might be going to someone for advice. And I also feel like people could be coming to you for advice. But I feel like even if people come to you for advice, they're challenging you. And it's kind of like, well, you asked me, what to do, and this is my advice. So, I'm going to tell y'all right up front, always at the end of the day, do what is in your heart. Take what resonates, and the rest you have to figure out on your own. Romantically, you could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Also romantically, there could be some sort of petty competition going on, or there's more than one person involved. So it seems like you and another person are competing for the same person. Someone is also trying to rush you into a decision, or they will be. Or it's revert. Maybe you're trying to rush someone into making some sort of decision. Someone may be pushing your buttons, especially if you've been too quiet, or if it seems like you're ignoring someone. I feel like someone wants your attention. Yeah. Someone is like, hello, like, are you listening to me? Are you paying attention? Do you not see what I just said? Or did you not hear what I just said? Or so someone might do something a little extreme or a little different in order to get your attention. Or you could be doing this. You might be doing something a little extra. Yeah, somebody feels like if you want to ignore me, then I'm going to do this. I almost want to say somebody is all bark. So pay attention to that. I don't want to say that for sure. I mean, especially if something does seem life-threatening. I don't want to tell you to ignore someone. Check in with them, but it could be the boy who cried wolf type of situation going on. I also see someone walking away from an agreement, like someone initially agreed to do something and then they can't. Something comes up and they can't. I don't feel like they're trying to do something on purpose. I just really feel like something comes up. It's unexpected. So either you end up having to cancel or change plans or walk out of an agreement. Career-wise, I feel like at first you get one start date and then something changes. It gets pushed back. If you are dealing with any type of health issues where you are actually seeing a doctor, and this isn't about holistic healing or working on yourself, I feel like you're needing a second opinion. You also might be needing to fight for a doctor's appointment, especially if they try to cancel it or reschedule you. I also feel like someone will be revealing uncomfortable truths. So the weird thing about jumping back to relationships and challenging what you've been raised to believe and trying to fit certain things in a box, that's exactly what this is confirming. Something about a love triangle, open relationships, polyamorous women. I think polyamorous, that's when a woman has more than one boyfriend or husband. And then polygamy altogether, you know, that's just dealing with poly. Maybe you're being challenged with poly beliefs. Maybe you're maybe you're looking at your birth chart and you're like, what in a birth chart equals polygamy? I'm going to tell you that offhand. Something about Aquarius energy, especially if it is in your 7th house. The 7th house describes the nature of your relationships. So you could be susceptible of having a polyamorous relationship if you have Aquarius as your 7th house ruler. Maybe even Aquarius in your chart, like certain planets. Let's say your Aquarius rising, which would give you the sun as the 7th house. I'm sorry, Leo as the 7th house, but say the sun was sitting in the 1st house in Aquarius. So that also could be, it's actually several combinations. I am not the top astrologer. I just study certain things, and, you know, what I remember I share. But yeah, I know Aquarius has something to do with open relationships or unusual. Sometimes it's not just poly, it's just unusual relationships. Let's say, for instance, you're in a relationship, but you guys choose to live separately. It's like you're married, like a married couple. They live here, you live there. You guys decide to visit each other, make arrangements to come visit each other, but you don't necessarily stay under the same roof. Some people are freaking okay with that, but a lot of people will challenge those ideas and like, oh, how could you? That's because they're thinking about themselves and they don't want to be in that situation, so they don't like your situation and throw that shade on you. But you have, if you are okay with your little unusual or your poly relationship, then you need to, this is you standing on it. You better stand on, be prepared to, you know, speak up why you chose for that, because people are going to be asking you questions or something. Other things, just offhand, what I can think about, those of you that are talking about, thinking about the poly part, something about Uranus. So like if you had Uranus in the 7th house, or if Uranus is conjunct or aspecting the 7th ruler of that house, or your ascendant, like that might have something to do with it as well. So let's just say there's some sort of unusual relationship situation going on and people trying to figure it out or trying to find what works for them or make some sort of arrangements. I also see something being made official. I'm so sorry. I see a lot of stubborn energy in regards to advice. Either you are giving advice to someone and somebody is just like not trying to hear it. They're like, nope, nope. Or someone is trying to give you advice and you're just like, nope, I know what I'm talking about. Nope. So I feel like there are some sort of challenges in regards to advice. I also feel like someone is being encouraged to speak their minds. And I see that they do. I see someone being honest or telling the truth, sharing they're like, well, if you want my honest opinion, if you really want my opinion, this is what I feel. I just still feel like people are going to challenge you. They're like, and it's just like, well, you, damn it, you asked for my opinion and I gave it to you. And it does look like also if you are in some sort of open relationship and you guys are trying to make structure it so that it works for everyone, I do see arguments and fights about it. It's like you might literally be trying to figure out, well, who gets Mondays and Wednesdays, like, and how long, or what are we going to do on holidays? How are we going to work that out? Like, people are really bumping heads trying to figure that out. Something is going to be released in the fall, or there's going to be movement in the fall. So this is for this weekend. For some of you, it's going to happen as predicted. Some of you are going to have to wait a little later. Like I see something happening during the early stages of fall. Some of you have been having a lot of unusual dreams, or you're thinking about something that was said in a dream. Someone is also thinking about you, but holding back their feelings. I also feel like if this is not about a person, but more so about career, some of you guys are just really trying to figure out how to go about doing something. If you're trying to keep 2 jobs, you're like, how am I going to keep this job and focus on my career, my business? Like there's a lot of things that you're trying to sort out. I feel like you guys are really wanting to pursue your dreams or your passions, but you've got to find solutions to certain blockages. All right, let's pull some energy cards for you guys really quickly. All right, additional messages for air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You have Angel of Balance, Angel of Strength, Financial Constraints, Central Issue, Angel of Love. All right, so the overall energy, Angel of Love, I feel like something is asking you to trust your intuition. Trust your heart. What is your heart saying to you? Listen to your heart. So I feel like your heart is trying to give you some sort of guidance, and you may be needing to make some sort of fair or balanced decision, or you're trying to look at something objectively. I feel too like because you've got 3 angels out, you might literally have angels surrounding you, protecting you, or looking out for you, or trying to assist you in some sort of way. And then when I was saying in a reading how something may be trying to get your attention, pay attention to any unusual synchronicities, unusual dreams. I mentioned this in like the earth sign. It could happen to you too, but seeing like some sort of flashes of light in the corner of your eye. So pay attention to those things because it could be spirit trying to get you to listen to your heart. Both of these people are looking down at something. They're really trying to be patient and hear something, feel something. What am I feeling? I feel like there's a need for you to really listen and feel what you're experiencing. And then I'm looking at the moon here. So again, dealing with intuition. Okay, so spiritually, I'm seeing something about a past life, like you share a past life with someone. Something that goes back to ancient Egypt. Matter of fact, you might be doing a lot of research on like geography in general. This just made me think of someone I follow on Instagram named Isis, and she shares so much, information. And she shares some interesting things, like about how Chicago, I think, was it Chicago, is like the original Egypt. And then she was like talking about how there are pyramids in Arizona. It's just like a lot of things that she posts, and like original maps and things of that sort. So I say that to say that it makes me feel like you're discovering something about a past life or who you are or your what star system you come from spiritually. Romantically, I feel like you share a past life with someone. You might be fighting against that belief, or you might not want to believe that, but it might be true. You also might find something in your birth chart that links you to this person, especially past life energies like North Node or Ketu. I like calling it Ketu. Or Saturn, because North Node and Saturn deal with karmic issues and past life issues. The North Node deals with the future, but I'm picking up on something about the past that might bring people together. I feel like you're also being encouraged to walk in your light and to be yourself, even if other people don't agree. You're being asked to stand in your power. I see you getting encouragement from, there is somebody in your corner. Even if it's the unpopular opinion or belief, I feel like you have support. It doesn't matter, as long as, if it's a relationship, as long as the two of you or the people involved in the relationship are in agreement to whatever is going on. But I'm feeling like you're going to need strength for this weekend. Someone also might be suffering in silence. I don't know if you are suffering in some sort of silence, but it's saying that you will get through this either way. It also might be about someone needing your help, but they're not saying anything. Someone might need some sort of help or assistance, and you can be the person that offers that to them. That's the other thing I was getting, something about a gift or receiving some sort of gift. Receiving some sort of gift or assistance. So even though it's showing here that there is some sort of constraints, I feel that there are people that will help you or assist you, whether it's financial or emotional support or something. So you're surrounded with love. Just know that your angels, you have angels and guides here that are protecting you. So don't worry. Those are the messages that I have for you guys. So hopefully it resonates. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Sending you love and grace.